Yeah.
Good morning, one and all. Am I audible? Sao, sir.
Audible, sir.
So actually, we are about to start our presentation. The lead speaker is on the way, and the presentation would be on basic requirements for project formulation in terms of loan and subsidy for agri projects. And sir, is it visual screen?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Okay, okay. Now it is my request to all the students who have joined, NAU students particularly, who have joined up till now. So it is better to join fast because I have already given you all the invitation, because lot of students from outside NAU, they are trying to have an admission to the session, because I am not going to allow more than 100 students, because live link has also been given and it is active now. So it is my request to all the students right now, NAU students, they can convey the message to the fellow friends, because we are left with only 46 entries. Yes. गुड मॉर्निंग सर, आ गए हैं सर आप? ओके ओके, तो एक स्टूडेंट, हाँ जी हाँ जी, ठीक है ठीक है, ओके। Still I'm watching that lot of entries are coming from outside the NAU campus. So if our students are not interested right now, then I will switch over to the others. And all NAU students are requested that enter into the session through the invitation which I have already given to you. Don't follow other routes, because it will create a confusion. Okay, just got the message from lead speaker. He have struck somewhere in traffic. So within 10 minutes, we are going to start our talk on the topic basic requirements for project formulation in terms of loan and subsidy for agri projects. अरे ठीक है, तो मैं रिमाइंडर को भेजा था आज सुबह, मैंने इनविटेशन भेजा। So well, students, before starting of actual session with our eminent speaker, Mr. Vinod Chandra Desai, who is a chartered accountant, who is going to talk on the important topic which I have told you earlier. So by the time he reaches to the actual place of presentation, so I would like to share some of the important components and how this experiential learning program is facing a lot of problem during COVID-19 pandemic. And experiential learning program, which is exclusively meant to impart practical learning or hands-on training to the students, which is becoming rather impossible during this period of COVID-19. So therefore, the efforts are being made by Navsari Agricultural University to have interaction with in-house as well as external eminent speakers from all across the country, so as to build up the confidence and to create much more interest in the students during this harsh and hard time of COVID-19. You know that in practical learning, where we are handling 4 modules of student ready experiential learning program, like protected cultivation of horticulture crops, then commercial production of planting material or the propagules in horticulture crops, then post harvest handling of fruits and vegetables, and landscape architecture. So all the components will be covered in these series of sessions, which is commencing today. And the first lecture, which is very important, as you know that in terms of project formulation, when we are trying to seek subsidy or loans from bankers or from the government schemes, so it becomes very important to learn tips and bits of project formulation, which will actually help us in getting the approval of our projects smoothly. And this can actually lead to a effort which we are trying to do in this period of COVID-19, when a project formulation can end up with a granting of subsidy or granting loan from banks, means whatsoever the processes are there in project formulation, there shouldn't be any hindrance while formulating projects. So these kind of all the activities will be taken up today itself. I will also let you know that the program was officially inaugurated on 6th of November, and the chief guest of this inaugural ceremony of this webinar series under Student Ready Experiential Learning Program was Dr. R.C. Agrawal sir, Honorable DDG Agriculture Education, ICAR, New Delhi, and with the visionary approach of our Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, Dr. Z.P. Patel Sahib, who have guided us in each and every path of formulating this series of sessions for students only. So this is a one type of a maiden attempt by Navsari Agricultural University, where we are actually trying to blend, or we are trying to create a blend of knowledge through in-house and in-house learning, as well as the learning being imparted by external source person during the course of different sessions over a period of time, which will end on 15th of December. So it is my humble request to all of you that try to involve yourself in the sessions, and at the end of the session, at each session, you can interact with the external eminent speakers also. So now I am very much happy to announce that our lead speaker has arrived, and let me introduce our speaker. So little bit of introduction I have already given to you all people. I will just introduce. So I am now going to introduce our lead speaker of today's session, who is going to deliver a talk on basic requirements for project formulation in terms of loan and subsidy for agri projects. And the name of speaker is Shri Vinod Chandra G. Desai sir. He is expert in agro projects, and he has a wide experience of more than 35 years. And he is specialized in high-tech agricultural projects like post-harvest projects, collection centers, primary processing centers, cold storage, cold chains, food processing projects, ripening chambers, tissue culture labs, hardening centers, biotech, biocontrol laboratories, seed infrastructure, nursery for vegetable plants, greenhouse projects, and so many more. Means he is also active in Navsari Chamber of Commerce and Industry, He is a trustee of GIDC Education Society, Gandhinagar. So, gentlemen, he is working in the various government projects like NABARD, NHB, NHM, KVIC, MOFPI, APEDA, FF, SFAC, Government of Gujarat, Faculty on Cooperative Society with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India at national level. So, with this introduction, brief introduction of our lead and the eminent speaker, Shri Vinod Chandra G. Desai sir, now I will hand over the session to respected Vinod sir. So, sir, is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay.
You can continue, sir. So I think most of the students have come.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
In today's session, we shall talk about basic requirement for the project formulation in terms of loan and subsidy for agri projects. Dear students, within few months or years, you shall enter in a real world for your livelihood. You may try for job, you may try for your own business or own industry. But now, after Corona, time is came for entrepreneurship. We experience that in Corona, lots of people have lost their job. And our government of India and our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Modi ji, he also motivate the youngsters to go for entrepreneurship. That's Atmanirbhar, or say Make in India, or startup. These all are the concepts. And all the students want to know a startup, how to start, how to go for Make in India, how to be a Atmanirbhar in terms of career. And what is the government is doing for this? What is the scheme? So today's session, it is a purely for the scheme of government of India as well as government of Gujarat. Basically, I am practicing chartered accountant in Navsari since 1986, 35 years. And my focus area is agriculture, high-tech agriculture, agri-input projects, agro-processing, and food processing. We differentiate agri-inputs. So bio-fertilizer project, tissue culture lab, nursery, these are called agri-input projects. Now, what is agro-processing? Agro-processing include food items, and other items like cotton, groundnut, castor, etc., etc. And in food processing, there are primary processing, there are secondary processing, there is a ready to cook, there is ready to eat. So there are so many options. We have educated more than 300 projects in these segments. And we are working pan-India basis. Presently, we are handling project of the cold storage, cold chain, as well as one besan and chana dal production industry in Navsari rural area only. Now, if you want to go for entrepreneurship, any industry, small or big one, or trading, business, you have to make the search. You have to make the research, market research. What is the market of particular product? And then after you decide that product, then which is the market, small and in long term? And what is the technology for the manufacturing a particular item out of the raw material? What is the raw material? And from where that raw material you can procure? In some time, in coming days, you have to decide your raw material, and you have to make the contract farming also. You have to provide seeds, you have to provide the plants, and also farm consultancy for the gap, good agriculture practice. You know, Europe have no cultivable tableland, and they want fruits and vegetables, which they want to import from other countries, like global, internationally, from whole world. So for their quality, they came with standards for good agriculture practice. And the name is, they put the name Eurogap. Then after they come to know that whatever input we are getting, that is from the global, whole world. That's why they broadened the name from Euro to global gap, global good agriculture practice. So in farm level, how to make cultivation, what input you should give at what time, this is a system that is called good agriculture practice. Now for any industry, what is the requirement? That today we go it thoroughly. Next. This is a simple flow chart for agri infrastructure or food processing project implementation. Very first of all, you have to decide the project, product. Then after, first requirement is land for the factory. As well as you have to decide the business status. If you want to do individually, it is called proprietorship. You should have your permanent account number PAN that you can decide for. You can decide for business name. But if you go for a long time, long way, individually you are unable to do it. So you need your companion, partners. 2, 3, 4, 5% collectively they can make partnership. Up to 20% they can join the hand and they go in partnership. In bigger, you can go for limited liability partnership or say private limited and public limited like Tata, Reliance, Adani, like that company. Initially, they started with proprietary partnership or private limited only. So very first requirement is drafting of partnership deed or private limited or LLP with signature of all the partners, director, witness, and get it registered. Then you have to make application for permanent account number and TDS. After allotment of permanent account number, you have to open the bank account. You have to get firm registration application. Then came GST, goods and service tax. Then came then you have to get a Udyog Aadhar. Then professional tax registration from local authority, like you are situated in Nagarpalika, in village, then from village panchayat. If you want to import the machinery or if you want to import export business, you have to get import export code. And in a National Horticulture Mission and any other scheme of the through state government, you have to online get registration for the iKisan portal. Now regarding land, if you want to purchase it, you have to get the permission to direct purchase from the farmer, get the sale deed registered in your company name or partnership name, get NA permission. Then after you have to make planning for your factory premises, and that must be approved from the town planning office. After getting your land, you have to hire your architect for the drawing of plan and their cost estimate, planning of factory premises, office, so you have to make the planning of your factory premises, compound wall, office, for the staff quarters, washroom, etc., etc. And that design you have to make with reference to your requirement as well as legal requirement. To go for export, you have to get it as per standards of APEDA, Agriculture and Processed Food Export Development Authority. Same way, in some cases, you have to go for the food safety standards. In some cases, it is as per the Factory Act. And for that, you have to hire your architect and you make it. Where is coming? Parallel you must give. So you have to get your factory building plan and cost estimate, and you have to get a tender from 3-4 contractors and decide for the building contract. Same way, you have to decide for technology and machinery. In some time, you have to hire technical consultant also. Inquire for the various supplier or manufacturer of the machinery. In some time, you have to import it also. And through your consultant, you make analysis and after negotiation, finalize the technology as well as supplier. Then come electrical connection and DG set. Before you decide your location of the factory, you have to see regarding HT line. So you have to decide your location in mostly in GIDC estate or industrial estate, or at some places where HT line is available. In Gujarat, in villages up to 100 HP, you can get Jyoti Gram Yojana connection easily, but from the last point of electricity, you have to bring electricity line up to your factory land at your own cost. It is very much important. In addition to that, you have to make available transformer also. That cost also you have to bear. So location of your factory, it should be very near to the electric line to reduce or control the cost of the electric connection. We know that uninterrupted power supply government assured, but in some cases, in fault, you have to make arrangements, standby arrangement for diesel generator set also. So after getting your finalization of your building cost estimate, your machinery quotation, supplier, and electric connection. In electricity also there are expert contractors, licensed contractors. So after collecting all these things, we have to inquire with the bank for the loan. We never say that we need loan. Instead of that, we are giving you the projects. We are giving you the business. So what is to be discussed with bank? The very first off is rate of interest. Presently, 8 to 9% rate of interest, you can get a loan. Second thing, capital margin. What is meaning of capital margin? If you go for a purchase of a car, cost is 10 lakhs. If you go to bank say, we are giving 80% loan. So 8 lakh rupees a loan, 2 lakhs we have to bring from our own money. That is called capital margin. So in a industrial loan, term loan, margin is normally 25 to 30%. Say for Bank of Baroda in machinery, 75% loan they are giving for building, 30% margin is there, 70% loan is given. Then come repayment period. So in repayment, first year, it is called moratorium period. Moratorium period means what? If you start your business, 1 year you need to get it settled. So in first year, you have to pay only interest. After 1 year, you have to repay the loan also. Normally, first year moratorium and 5 to 6 year period is given for repayment with monthly installment or quarterly installment or half yearly installment. But normally they want it monthly or quarterly installment. And one thing is a processing fee. Because when bank is giving loan, before that, they have to make a scrutiny, they have to make appraisal, then after they make the sanction with all terms and conditions. And for that services, they ask for processing fees. Normally it is based on the loan amount. Now, term loan for the building and machinery, at the same time, you need CC, cash credit. Means when your manufacturing unit is there, very first off, you have to procure raw material. You make it in process. After processing, it make finished goods. And that finished goods, it is not the case that day to day you make the production and it is sold it. Because you know it, in seasonal business like sugar factory or mango pulp, production is seasonal and sale is whole year. So in season, you procure raw material, you make the production, you store it. For storage, you need go down. For the storage, you need money, that is working capital. And that working capital, you have to apply to the bank. And working capital also, bank is giving normally 70 to 75% loan. Sometime what happened? Raw material is available seasonally and it is perishable. So you have to process immediately, like sugarcane. Sugarcane, we know it is available October to March normally. You get it, you bring to the factory and you process immediately. Same thing mango. Mango season is normally 2 months. So in April, May or June, you bring the mango, get it ripe, process it, get the mango pulp. Okay. And sale is whole year. In some cases, raw material is available seasonally, like paddy, dangar. Paddy is available 2 times a year in our area. That is the monsoon as summer. So monsoon crop harvesting is available in somewhere in November. In summer, you get it in May or June. So paddy, you procure it in season. You store it in your godown and whole year you make production of rice or poha. So working capital, you need to store raw material or to store your finished goods. When raw material is available seasonally, processing is whole year, major amount you have to invest for the raw material. In case of seasonal raw material, seasonal production, you have to need working capital mainly to store your finished goods. And in some cases, you have to give advance to procure the raw material. As well as you have to make sale on credit. Means today you sell it, you are getting money after a month, which is called debtors. So circulation of money, you purchase raw material, make it process, you make the finished good, you sell it. From sale, you get the recovery of money. Money circulating. And for that purpose, you need working capital that is called cash credit. So you have to make DPR, Detailed Project Report, as well as CMA, Credit Monitoring Arrangement. Bank need all these things to decide whether this project is viable or not. Whether we should give loan, we should approve it, we should sanction it or not. And for that, in detailed project report, you have to maintain certain parameters like DSCR, debt service coverage ratio. Means whatever you are repaying yearly, if say yearly you have to repay 12 lakhs, DSCRs normally 1.5 to 2.5 means your cash earning should be 1.5 time to 2.5 time of the repayment commitment. So in case of 12 lakh, your profit, cash profit should be 1.5, that is 18 lakh to 2.5, that is 30 lakh. That you have to maintain. If your DSR ratio is less, bank say, sorry, your project is not viable. Or they say, okay, we give you loan but with the longer repayment period so that your yearly repayment will be lower. If your debt service ratio is higher, means your earning is 40 lakhs, you have to pay only 10 lakhs. So your ratio is 4. In that case, what bank says? Bank says you are competent enough to repay more. So what they will do, if you have asked for 1 year for 6 years, they curtail it to 1 year for 4 years. So for preparing of the detailed project report, certain ratio we have to maintain. Same debt service ratio, capital adequacy ratio, liquidity ratio, that all these things we have to take care of as a financial consultant so that banks will easily give the loan. You have to apply for the loan and CC with application, with the signature of applicant, all partners, directors, guarantors with their personal details. Personal detail means your name, age, address, qualification, your business, your PAN number, your returns of 3 years, income tax returns. And one thing you have to take care of. Bank, Reserve Bank of India, they have established one system that is called CIBIL, Credit Information. So when you go to the bank, what bank will do? They will ask for your PAN number of firm, PAN number of partners. Then there is a system. There are 4 credit information companies. They are registered with Reserve Bank of India. All these companies, what they are doing, they are attached with all the banks. From the banks, every month they get the data, they update it. So say for example, I'm Vinod Desai, I go for the loan, I have to give my PAN number and 150 rupees fees. So what they will do, they will put it in the system and within few minutes, my whole report will come. Vinod Desai, if I am having loan, detail will come. If I am guarantor to anyone, it is given. In past, if we had taken some loan and paid it, that's come. In past, we had taken loan, we had not paid it, we have defaulted it, that also. And that CIBIL data, CIBIL information report, it is like our mark sheet. In our mark sheet, we know that is point system. So out of 10, 7.5 point is best and 4.5 means 45%, that is third class. So credit information report is very important thing. If your data is strong, you are easily getting loan. If data is bad, lower, bank may refuse, sorry. So after doing all these things, bank will make appraisal report. Your bank loan officer, they will make all detail and all appraisal report. In all raw material, location, marketing, everything. And one is a SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis, matlab ki strongness, weakness, opportunity and threat. There are the parameters. In this project, what is the strongness, what is the weakness, what is the opportunity and what is the threat. everything they make analysis, and that appraisal report they will put to the sanctioning authority. In big branches, branch manager is sanctioning authority, and in some cases, your file will go to the regional office for sanction. And they will sanction it with terms and conditions. After that, what they will do? They are asking for the mortgage of primary security. Primary security means the land on which your factory will be situated, that land as well as building and machinery, that is called primary security. Primary security means from bank loan, the asset will be created. That is primary security. For bankers' money safety, they are asking for additional security, that is called the collateral security. Normally, collateral security is 1-to-1. If you ask for 1 crore loan, they will ask for the 1 crore extra security. For new entrepreneurs, Government of India come with the guarantee scheme. So there is a security guarantee corporation is that up to 2 crore. Up to 2 crore, if you get registration with them, they are charging some guarantee fee yearly, but no need to put any immovable property for extra security. So what bank will do? Bank will ask their panel valuer. In their panel, valuer are there. They are the practicing architects. They value the property. What is the value, market value of that property? Same way, title. That means the property should be in name of that borrower or guarantor. There is no any government liability or bank liability. Everything they will check and they will give title clearance report. And then after, they will mortgage it, they will make the loan agreement, and then after disbursement will start. Disbursement means payment of the loan. Loan will be directly given to machinery supplier or your contractors. You have to raise the bill duly approved by your architect. They sanction it, and after cutting off that your margin, capital margin, they give the loan portion. In both cases, building as well as machinery. Now, after getting your loan sanction, you have to apply for the agri-business registration with Gujarat Agro, as well as a subsidy application. If it is with NHM, go for NHM. If it is NHB, we go for NHB. And your subsidy will be sanctioned. Then you have to claim for the subsidy. Joint inspection will be there. And then after, disbursement will be there. After completion of project, you have to apply for the food safety registration in case of your food item. And then after, you can go for the production. This is a broad outline for the project implementation. We are working as a project consultant in Navsari. We have educated more than 300 projects. And in that projects, we give all the service in our office. So if you come to us, everything is available with us. Loan, subsidy, all these registration, etc., etc., etc. Next. Now, what government is giving? What is the various scheme of the government? The very first thing is capital grant or subsidy. Your project cost is 1 crore. In some cases, subsidy is 20%. In some cases, 50%. In cases, it is 75%. In cases, 90%. It is in crores. Second is a venture capital. Venture, you know the word adventure. Venture matlab Means if you are entering in new line, you are making a venture. You are making one business or industry, it is a venture. So as a new one, you need some capital. So government of India, through Ministry of Agriculture, SFAC, Small Farmer Agri Business Consortium, they provide venture capital with certain norms. That norms is that it is 26% of your capital contribution. It is 10% of total project, restricted to 50 lakh rupees. So up to 5 crore project, you are getting this. Then interest subsidy. What is interest subsidy? As I mentioned, today 9 to 10%, at the rate of 9 to 10% rate, you are getting loan. Means if you take a loan of 1 crore, you have to pay interest of the 9 lakhs per year. Now out of that 9%, 6 to 7% interest subsidy is available with certain conditions. So first you have to pay that interest, you have to repay the loan. So if you paid 9 lakh rupees the loan, you have to get evidence and certificate from the bank, and then you apply for the interest subsidy. That interest subsidy up to 7%, the 7 lakh rupee you are getting subsidy, concession. So now your cost will be reduced from 9 minus 7, so 2% only. Equity participation. Again, SFAC, there is a scheme of the farmer producer company. Now, in farmer producer company, up to 30 lakh rupee equity capital, they will give it, and which will be having, you have not to pay any interest. And term loan and soft loan. Soft loan, matlab, it is available to 3% or 4% interest. Now, today, Government of India, they are focusing on FPO. The target is to register 10,000 FPO in India. Matlab, farmers, and they should organize themselves. They should register as a farmer cooperative society or farmer producer company in Companies Act. And Government of India through NABARD and SFAC, they are giving very much boosting for this farmer organization. There are so many schemes for that. Next. Now, new entrepreneur come with the scheme. They want to make some dehydration in it. They want to come with mango pulp in it. They want to come with a cold chain. They want to do some dairy, milk processing. Now, as a financial consultant, our job is like doctor. If you go to doctor with some your physical problem, doctor will check you. They take urine test, blood test, X-ray, and they come with conclusion. Okay, you are having this problem. And with that problem, they will give you the solution. Okay, you have to take this medicine, you have to get this operation, you have to take this rest, you have to take this injection. Like that. As a financial consultant, any new entrepreneur come to us. Somebody come with decision, okay, we want to do this project. Somebody come with to know, okay, what is the available projects. So in all cases, we have to give them appropriate advice, and we give the proper conclusion that you do this with all this. Now, that detailed project report come to back. What is necessary for bank loan and subsidy? that DPR we have to make it bankable. Means as per norms of the bank, as per margin, repayment schedule, rate of interest, etc. etc. And that debt service ratio, debt equity ratio, DSCR, break-even point like that. Same way we have to make it bankable as well as schematic. Means government is various scheme with the various department or institution. So we are master. We know that this project come in NHM, or this project come in NHB, this project come in MOFPI, or this project come in NCDC. So we decide, and sometime it happen. If some project is eligible to get subsidy from more than one project, mind it well. It is a common phenomena. It is a common condition of Government of India that you are eligible to get subsidy from one department only. So in that cases, we have to make analysis in which department or in which scheme you are getting higher amount of subsidy, or in which department it is very easy to get the subsidy. So this is NCDC, National Cooperative Development Corporation, a national level corporation. Government of India is handled. Sorry. All the cooperative are getting financial scheme through NCDC. NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. NABARD was established in 1982. Sir, somebody is waiting. Connect. नहीं है. Okay. So NABARD is established in 1982, and they are working on behalf of Reserve Bank of India for the, as per name, agriculture and rural development. Government of India as a umbrella institute, so many schemes they assign to NABARD for the implementation. Ministry of Food Processing Industries. In Ministry of Food Processing Industries, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, in which mega food park is there. In mega food park, 50 acre to 100 acre land, you have to establish food processing units. To establish mega food park, 50 crore grant is available. In tribal area, it is 75%. In general area, it is 50%. For the small mini food park, requirement is 10 acre land. Again, grant is 10 crore. And any unit for food processing coming in this mega food park or agri processing cluster, only those units are eligible to get subsidy up to 5 crore rupees from the Government of India, Ministry of Food Processing. There are the scheme of the cold chain. There are scheme of forward backward integration. There is a scheme of the Operation Green. There is a scheme of the top. Top matlab T for tomato, O for onion, P for potato. Up to 50 crore grant Ministry of Food Processing giving for this onion, potato, and tomato in particular district. Then Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. In Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, in Corona time, our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Modi ji come with Agri Infrastructure Fund. 1 lakh crore rupee fund is available to give a soft loan at concessional rate. Then National Horticulture Board. It is a government established autonomous board having head office at Gurgaon, and state level offices are available in all the state. In Gujarat, it is available in Ambawadi area, Ahmedabad. Through NHB, all horticulture project scheme are available. Then National Horticulture Mission. In National Horticulture Mission, it is central government scheme implemented through state government, and you have to make application to your district Bagayat officer only. At district level, at DDO committee is there, committee will approve your project, then it go to state level, and after state approval, you will get subsidy. SFAC, Small Farmer Agribusiness Consortium, venture capital, equity participation, and scheme for the FPO is there. Then Rashtriya Gokul Mission, Gokul, Go Adharit Kheti. In Rashtriya Gokul Mission, there is a annual budget of 800 crore rupees. Our Dr. Vallabhbhai Katheria is from Rajkot, is a chairman of it. And naturally, in Rashtriya Gokul Mission, there is a scheme for the local variety of cow, like our Gir Gai and Kankreji Gai, another. Then Ministry of Commerce and Industry, APEDA, Agriculture and Processed Food Product Export Development Authority. For agriculture and processed food, export is a subject of the commerce and industry. So APEDA is a body which regulates export of food and agriculture product outside India. And they are also having a scheme of some subsidy and concessions. Like that, MPEDA, Marine Product Export Development Authority, it is for seafood. You know, in seafood, there is a lobster, prawns, cuttlefish, squid. There are so many variety of food, seafood. For export of that seafood, this agency is there. Same way, KVIC, Khadi Village Industry Commission. By the name itself, Khadi and village industry, they regulate. And naturally, in Khadi and village, the project size is very small. PMEGP, Prime Minister Employee Guarantee Scheme. That scheme is operated through KVIC, in which total project cost is 25 lakhs, regulated through district industry center. And each and every district, there are district industry center, Jilla Audyogik Kendra. So most of the thing you are getting from DIC, and other directly you have to approach all these institutes. Now, we have given this PPT detail to our Sab, Sanjeev Kumar, Dr. Sanjeev Kumar. So anyone interested, you can get a copy of this. You go in search in your Google, and what is the result you are getting? Just we see. This is NCDC. In NCDC, if you go in search, you will get this place, and in left side you will getting the scheme and everything, project profile, employment opportunity, like that. Then this is NABARD. If you go up, there is a government sponsor scheme. And if you search in that government sponsor scheme, you get the scheme available to the farmer or entrepreneurs. For your agriculture graduate and diploma, one scheme is there for agri-business, agri-clinic scheme, in which, in general category, subsidy is something 36%, and for SC/SC it is some 42%. And the project size is 20 lakhs individually, but now up to 5% they can join hand, in which one should be from agriculture, other may be from commerce or anything, and they make partnership, and up to 1 crore you can make, and list of that which kind of project you can do, everything is available. This is Ministry of Food Processing. In food processing, there is a, you see, that is about us, then scheme. In scheme you go, you find variety of the scheme. And on down, you know that is what is news. So regularly what is decided at ministry, the news you will get regular update. This is National Horticulture Board, Rashtriya Bagmani Board. Horticulture means what? In Gujarati we see kheti wadi. Kheti is agriculture, wadi is horticulture. In wadi, fruit, vegetable and flower. And particularly for flower, there is a word, floriculture. So floriculture is part of horticulture. So in horticulture, fruit, vegetable, then flowers and spices. The scheme are available here for the cultivation as well as the primary processing, for nursery also. This is National Horticulture Mission. So left side you see MIDH scheme, guideline, costing norm, etc. meeting. So if you search it, you will find everything. SFAC, Small Farmer Agri-Business Consortium. Here also you find EGCGF, up to 2 crore guarantee fund scheme. VCF Venture Capital, FPO Farmer Producer Organization. Then APEDA. In APEDA, in general information, if you search, you will find various kind of marketing, search report, and so many things. And trade promotion scheme, approval of your pack house, etc. A scheme of subsidy, everything it is available. Anyone who want to make import-export business in agriculture and food processing, they have to take registration with APEDA. That is also online services available. We are giving these services at our office. MPDA, Marine Product Export Development Authority. In marine product, you know, the fish is a very limited meaning, but the real word is seafood. And in seafood, prawns, lobster, squid, cuttlefish, bagga, there are so many variety of seafoods. And in newspaper, regularly we observe the news that Pakistan Navy have seized our Indian fishermen boat. Why? And what is the reality? The reality is that the river Sindhu come from Himalaya and meet at Arabi Samudra. It come with pure water. And it joined with the Arabi Samudra with very forcefully. So joining point, Arabi Samudra and river, there is a mixing of sweet water and salt water. In that area, it is very fertile for that prawns, lobsters, and other seafood production. So naturally, our Indian boat, fishing boat, go for fishing there, and Pakistani Navy, they catch them and put them in jail. So this is the Ambeda. On sea face, you know that is aquaculture. What is aquaculture? Aquaculture is farming of the fish. That is in seafood. It is a fish harvesting, fish catching, or seafood catching. Where it is a aquaculture, it is a aquaculture matlab, it is a farming, fish farming. And it is with the brackish water. Brackish water means that, that tide and tidal water, salty water come, and from that use of the tide water on the sea coastal area, there are small farms, and in which we are harvesting the prawns and everything. Again, sweetwater farming. Sweetwater farming are in talavs. In Bengal and Tamil Nadu, farmers are making fish farming in their ponds, own ponds. And one more, in big river, in dam also fish farming can be done. And in dam, normally fish farming is done by the cage fishing. In cage, you have to put your seeds of small fishing. You put it in, and after some time you get the big fish and you harvest it. This is KVIC. KVIC ma you find it first PMEGP, then Khadi, then village industry, then so Prime Minister scheme that is available in KVIC. Various kind of project for cold storage, cold chain. It is mentioned in cooperative, but it is available to individual also, private party also, firm also, limited all. Cold storage, cold chain, pre-cooling, ripening chamber, rural godown, collection center, primary processing, food processing, retail outlet, mobile outlet, pre-cooling, etc., etc. And dear students, we have educated all these kind of projects. Successfully we got the loan. Successfully we got the loan, and successfully entrepreneur are operating this. Thank you. Now, my request to all the students that you yourself study all the websites, self-learning. And after learning, you will find that scheme of crores of rupees is available with central government. But sorry to say, our education system is lacking. Yet in our curriculum, there is no chapter or no academic course in which you get learning of this. Even I was shocked that in agriculture university, we are not getting study to read Sarbar. That is a record of the agricultural land. So you have to study at your own from these websites. And then after you come to know that various schemes are available. My phone number is available here. Please note it. My email is available. Please note it. And I am situated in Navsari only. In Navsari, my office is located on IDBI Bank, first floor, near Prajapati Ashram. So any student, you are free to contact me at my office hours by telephone. and anyone, collective student, collectively or individually want to see all this project located in South Gujarat only, we make arrangement for your visit. You see that, and accordingly you make your planning. If you come to my office today, we are handling cold storage implementation project, besan and chana dal project, fruit and vegetable cold chain project, ripening chamber project, godown project. It is there. We have executed one project of poultry farm with automation, with capacity of 1 lakh birds. So opportunity are available here, and all these website, they are guide. I am guru. I am guru. I am giving you the direction. This is available there. This is the way I am showing you. On this way you find this. Wherever you find any problem, you say to our sir Sanjeev Kumar ji and get our contact. And in future also, in any guidance, we are available for your guidance. Thank you. Questioning. Okay.
So, well, students, if you have any question, then you are free to ask questions from students. Means the talk is open for discussion. If you are feeling any kind of shyness in asking questions verbally, you can even put a question in a chat box. I think there is no question from the student side, surprisingly, I would say.
In fact, whatever detail we have given today, it is very, very, very primary. But we feel it. For the students, it is very much informative and very much helpful for their career building, whether in job or whether in entrepreneurship. So please study it properly and come back to us. We are there to help you. We are help to guide you. We are there to help you in interpretation as well as helping to implement any project. We have implemented more than 10 cold storage, 35 ripening chamber, 10 poha mill, 10 that mango pulp unit, more than 20 nurseries, then 3 pack house, more than 100 greenhouse, so many. So for us, it is very much easy. So anyone interested, you can, anytime you can contact us, telephonically and personally.
So I think there is no question, not a single question from the student side. So now I, on the behalf of Navsari Agriculture University, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Vinod sir for delivering a very nice talk on basic requirement for project formulation in terms of loan and subsidy for agricultural projects. As sir said that it is just a guideline, and because you have been under there for student ready experiential learning program, and the motive of student experiential learning program is we need to inculcate entrepreneurship quality so that we become job giver rather than job seekers. So
Yes.
in way of becoming that entrepreneur, we have to learn these basics which sir has narrated you very nicely in a stepwise process. And it is not only these steps, you have to get access to the different sites which were suggested by sir to have a insight into the different schemes of government of India, of flow of say subsidy or the loans for different and various schemes. So from the core of my heart, I extend again my thanks to Vinod sir for delivering such a nice talk. And I would actually enlighten here also that YouTube live link, which is also there for this talk. Even students can view it again for having access to the basic concept of uh, for the agricultural project which we discussed during the period of more than 1.5 hours. So thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.